Welcome to the channel, everybody. OG here, and this is where I'm at. There's tons more of you that are awesome members of the community. Without a doubt, I could have named 1,000 MVPs, but I had to narrow it down. And so I just went through a few simple calculations, and the four names up on the screen with a combination of latest engagement as well as obviously total engagement. Uh, these are four people that I'm going to be speaking with to figure out the future of this channel as regards to the football game we're going to play, because we have to play a football game. I know some people were talking about other games, and I haven't thought about it. I know other content creators dabble, and some of those games look good, especially with the state of football games. But at the end of the day, we're all football gamers. We all love football. We got to stick to football, right? So, here's how this will work. As I talk to these four gentlemen, and your input is welcome as well, we will guide our way forward and end up either playing several football games, all the football games, one football game. At the end of the day, I think that the biggest blow that I've taken lately is realizing that nothing's a sure deal. I'm truly hoping that the goals devs can get goals on the right track, and I also want your take on that. I strongly encourage all of you guys to try out that open beta and let me know your thoughts. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about what I think or a few people think, right? For these games to thrive and for these communities to thrive, everybody has to be engaged with the game. I'll give you an example. This isn't anything against Phil. He came over with me from UFL to eFootball, and he's been in love ever since. All the things that I was highlighting about the game fit how he is as a player, and now he's reached the very top of the game. KEVINPEDRO with UFL, now I told him to go to goals. He's at the very top of goals, just like he was at the very top of UFL, right? And so that's how this stuff works. Kami as well. Now, Eldin, he's just supportive whichever game I'm at, and he's newer, but love his feedback. He's been consistent, and so without a doubt, he gets an MVP. So we'll put our heads together and go forward and find a football game that we're passionate about, that we can all enjoy and we can try to get better at. That's what the name of the game is. Playing football, trying to get better just like we did as players. Or if we didn't play the game, like Phil was a huge football fan but never played the game. He just loves the game. So this is his competitive side, right? And we spend a bunch of hours playing this, so there's so much more than all the BS, which is another reason that the goals is a bit of a turnoff, because there's this group of players. I just released a video on it. You can check that out. But there's this one daily goal stream led by someone who the devs know about, who is a very good player in my opinion, but he also runs an extremely toxic environment, right? And that drives the community. So, for example, look at all the content creators that I follow. Imagine if at the top of the rankings, which you'll see Texan, FC, or Levy DeWeed, or you'll see Indominator and eFootballer, Jay Victor. And imagine these guys on the stream every day that you go to, that you followed for years, are in there mocking people, making fun of people, getting as as far over the line as you can pretty much cross. And like, it's not something you want to be a part of, especially when you look in the mirror. You're like, this is what I'm doing with my spare time, right? I'm making fun of people for being on medication, mocking people who might be suicidal because the group that I'm in bullied that person or bullied somebody. Like, it's just all this crazy nonsense, bragging about using exploits. um it goes on and on and on. It's like, none of that is what any of us signed up for, right? We like football. We want to play football games. And these communities are all toxic in their own way. But until I seen this group of goals players the most toxic was FC that I'd ever seen, but it was all these one-off comments from random people, right? Or random people in game playing in a toxic way. But what you have that's unique with goals is it's such a new game, and this one group has been playing the game since the very start. So you have, other than me creating content, if you look at goals, there's one stream that every day covers goals. So players are just going to wander there, even if they're just curious about the game, or wanting to join a community, or wanting to figure out if they're even going to play goals or not. And they're going to see these types of people making these terrible comments, doing all this stuff. And so I'm not saying this group asked for that, but it is that way. Whether the goals devs want it to be that way or not, whether these players ask for it, you have to be aware of what you represent. So because the game's so new, because this entire group of players makes up literally a majority of the top 50 in the rankings, which are kept online with the exact same names that they're using to be offensive, to be disrespectful, to troll, to do all the stuff they're doing. So like I said, it would be like deciding if you want to play FC or not, and you join Texas stream and he starts, saying all this terrible stuff to different players and stuff. It's not going to make you feel like you want to be part of that community, right? So with that being said, I'm considering everything. And the devastating part is goals gave you that feel of that classic football experience, and I'm really rooting for them to go forward. But for now, just like when I logged in July, I said the same exact thing in July. Like, not yet. It can get there, but not yet. So let's see where they go. Hopefully everyone's rooting for goals. If it's a game that right now you can play despite some of the issues that I'm seeing, play it, man. The goals devs are great. Literally, I wish they ran eFootball, because the true essence of football is captured in this game. It's just all the nonsense added on top by Konami, right, is where the problem's at. So, with that being said, I won 2 contests. I won a contest in goals and earned a beast of a player that was stolen by one of these players that I'm talking about. I was talking about the state of the game on stream. The goals developer that sent me the notification that I won, there's a code for the player that I won. And of course, this Corb individual, you'll see all of his beautiful comments and stuff. He's part of that group, stole that player. But it's okay, because I'm not playing goals right now. But I did win another contest in another game, which was Freestyle Football 2. For those of you who don't know, it's a totally arcade style game, right? Pretty much like on the scale of Rematch. And I played that, right? Did some content on it, covered it because it's in the football gaming world, and I got $25. So that's pretty cool, man. Honestly, just out of nowhere to send me that, just for being honest about their game. Which, by the way, the review was like, I think I said it was like a C. However, they could have just paid for us to maybe get this absolute beast who I had on my other account. I've never had Lothar Matthäus. I can imagine Alvarez is an absolute beast though as well. So you have advanced striker, but also could easily play on the wings, right? Can easily play on the wings, and you have a potential monster in Lothar Matthäus as a box-to-box. So I have to decide if I want to spend that 25 or not. And if I do, Ruminage. Oh, let's see who. I haven't seen these new managers. We'll have to check them out. If I do, and by the way, while I'm in eFootball, is even though my boy Phil is sleeping right now, without a doubt, he's an eFootball guy. So he gets first dibs. And without a doubt, he's going to want me to join into eFootball and have me check some stuff out. So that's what we're going to do out of respect for Phil, who's a great guy. I've been trying to get him to run his own channel for a long time. He'd do a great job. Division 1 player. Now he's going for top ranking in the world. And now the roles reverse. He's always saying he's learning from me and stuff, but man, I learn a lot from him too. So we're going to see how this game is. But if he can do it without Smart Assist, beating all these players, and Smart Assist is on its way out, we're going to see about it. As always, I'm going to be honest, though, and give you guys my true feelings about the game. I played one yesterday, and it felt good, but I'm not. I can't be deceived now. I know how it gets. Once you get to divisions 1 through 3 is where the real massacre can start. Match. So here's my squad, which is absolutely beastly. I'd probably switch it around. I don't like any of those defenders. I do need a long reach tackler at center back to move Vieira up here. Did Coman get long reach tackle? No. You hear 2 strikers. Let's see. Hey, so here's this Ronald that I'm talking about. So this is so you guys know the comments don't show up, but this is what I mean by goals community. So these guys meet in Marceau's stream, the only daily goals stream that there is, right? They're trying to get players to play their game. So this is a message directly to Andreas Thorstensen. I know you guys already have this Ronald on your radar. Same with Marceau, same with all of them, because you know Marceau's too big of a coward to say it himself, but you guys know he puts fuel on the fire. I mean, that's where they meet. So imagine being a potential goals player, and this is the people you have to deal with. So this alternate name at DDDLANOR, right? This is one of Ronald. It's Ronald backwards, if you guys don't know. Genius guy, I know, right? But they'll go and they'll torture players, right? They'll go and they'll torture all these different players. So I'm going to copy these messages, and I'm going to send this to the goals devs, because this is the players. This is what happens. These guys meet, and I know you can't read every message, but you're talking about guys mocking suicide. You're talking about guys mocking people on medication. You're talking about people that are representing your game, right? Imagine, again, people go and watch Tex or Anders Vergang, and then you got another player in the top 100 rankings, top 50, and then another player that's number 2, number 5, number 10. I mean, you'll see. Go watch the video I just released, and you can see the stuff they say to people. And imagine whatever age you are, right? Imagine wanting to play a game where these guys are at the center of everything, right? They're at the top of the rankings, and they're now the only stream. Like, I had the most content on goals, but let's say I step away, that's even less of a chance for someone to stumble across anywhere else. So now they go and they see, wait, isn't this the guy that literally makes fun of people that are suicidal? It makes fun of people that have, like the crispy guy making fun of autism. How many people have people with autism in their family, and then Ronald laughing at it, right? These guys think it's funny. These are adults that post this stuff. These are adults. And even if they were like 16, imagine. They're not 10, 11, 12. But even if they were, would you expect your 12-year-old to know better than to make fun of somebody that has a mental disorder? Make fun of someone that got bullied in this group of people when it's happened so many times? So this is what these guys do. Now, here's the funny part. We have to talk about what kind of losers it would take to spend so many hours making $0, and they spend so much time. So if these guys ever try to say something to you, just remember, these guys are spending hours of their life. If you just want to test it out, every time you see a stream, it's the only stream, it's the only little group that these guys meet in. Marceau 1337. Same 25 people every time. Same group of people hoping that a game survives as they're helping to crash and burn it. The numbers have to reach a crazy amount. the game, the goals are already in an uphill battle, the goals devs. And you got guys like this. So remember, as I'm making this video, you got a guy out there that's spending his time of his life in this stream. It gives me comfort knowing that, though, because think about that. Think about how terrible your life has to be when you're not playing a game yourself. You just sit there every day and wake up and look to go online and go on different streams and stuff. You're not even in a big game. You're in a game that has 200 people on an open beta, and you're in a stream every day going around. Like, how bad does your life have to be? Not a channel of your own, not a cent made, not any type of acknowledgement from the developers, which you guys have seen on my messages and stuff. Just, yeah, we that guy's on our radar. He's got issues. Literally. You guys saw the messages. So if you think about that, it's insanity. It's insanity. All right, so do we spend the $25 on room manage? Let's see some of these managers available. Ronald, you got to go for a run or something, bro. You have to. You have to. You have to look in the mirror and say, what have I earned from all these hours that I spend searching through the internet, going on everyone's streams, and just typing stuff that no one reads? You have to think about that, bro. Please, for your health. I don't know who you are, but I promise you, everybody's saying the same thing. I know that you don't have any friends on here because we're all hiding behind online names, but there is no one out there that is looking at you like they're looking at you like this is sad. Listen to me, my man. You are creating nothing of your own. You are going around different streams, and your biggest accomplishment every day is trying to make fun of or troll people as if you can have an effect on anybody. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I don't understand how somebody like you could not see the waste. Like when you look at the clock and let's say it's 6:33 where I'm at. This guy, if you go just look at the different streams that he's on, the amount of posts that he has all throughout the day, right? This dude is spending a vast majority of the time he's awake making absolutely no impact on anything, on his life, on his family's life, on the world, on nothing. And that's his life every single day. This guy, I've seen it because I've been covering goals. And there's literally me. Like, let's go look at the views. Let's go look at this real quick. This is goals content right now. I want you to understand how bad these guys are destroying the game, which is sad to think about. It shows you that the future is not bright for goals, and it's not the devs' fault, but they have to understand. So if we just go to goals, soccer game, we'll put that in there. Okay, so now if you click into any video, let's click into Nick's. New Bet365 customers bet. Let's click into Nick's video. All right, and you click on goals. All right, now what you're going to see is down at the bottom here, a vast majority of the content is me. When you add up all the views all the time, I'm easily the biggest goals creator. Now, do I do it for that? No. Right? Until the game's better or until they recognize that people like Ronald and them are destroying the game, there's no point because the game has no chance. They've already chased away countless of people just through their offensive nonsense. Now, as you see, all this is me. Now, if you go through and watch these videos, if the goals devs did, you couldn't find one area where they're looking where someone would go, man, I don't want to be a part of this community. I don't want to be. But if you go over here to Marceau's stream on Twitch. Now, Now this is the he luckily for goals devs, he has zero traction anywhere else. It's just this one stream of all these offensive bullies that are at the top of the community that have been a part of goals since it was literally just those 50 players. But as you can see, he's nothing. So thank goodness, because he won't be able to get any more people to come see all the terrible stuff that these guys do. But when you go to Twitch, if you do wonder about the game, goals, a brand new game, right? This is the only daily goals stream. So I strongly recommend you guys go check out just how ridiculous these guys are. Now this is what goals devs are relying on. 317 overall followers, and on average with these streams, on average on these streams, you're talking, look at the numbers yourself. On average on these streams, he's got what? 18 views, 3 views, 4 views. Oh, let's go look at the regular ones. Videos. Nope. Yeah, I mean, look at this. And so, based on the amount of streams he has, this is all goals has right now on a consistent basis once I'm out of there. So, you guys see this, right? These are the views. You're going to need a lot more than that for your game to survive. But all these 581 people, 600 are seeing these same 50 people type a bunch of nonsense every time. So when you see here, let me pull this up so you guys can actually check it out. So when you see 680 views from this guy, wrong one. When you see 680 views from this dude, it's not even 680 on stream. So this is where these guys come from, okay? Right, so you see nothing. There's literally not even content there to watch. There's nothing. It's not, he doesn't even have an actual, like, he's not promoting the game at all. So let's not even count this as a goals creator, right? Except for when you go over to Twitch, you got this little tiny thing. And this is a good thing and a bad thing. For goals, it sucks because once I step away, which I'll show you, this isn't me just saying it, right? Look at this. If we go into goals, the game, like this is what Marceau tried to make this video, or Tall Tom or whoever, it was on Marceau's channel. But you go look at the content, it's all me. It is literally all me. That's all you see all the way down is my coverage of the game. You don't see Ronald, you don't see any of these guys. But what they do is they meet here at this stream where in a total period they might get however many. Let's go look at the views themselves. I think it's like average of,
it's the comeback of,
there's the usual sports.
This is goals. This is what they have on a daily basis. This is who's watching their stuff. That's it. So the numbers are terrible, but can you blame them? Because all you have is guys like Ronald Corbigan, go check out my video today, go check out my Discord, that are constantly offending people. So once I back out of this, imagine all my content out of this. It would be nothing. It would be barren. I mean, this is all full of my content actually trying to help the game, trying to promote the game, showing the game in its best light. You have these guys who self-admittedly use exploits, and it's fine because we all do it, which chases players away, and who sit in this one stream, itty-bitty little nothing that they're doing for goals, but it's good in the way that anybody who comes across these guys and reads all this trash, that they all speak while Marceau's too coward to go on the different places and post stuff himself, but he'll pat him up. Ronald, oh, you called someone Suicidal, good job. Oh, Corb, you went and docked somebody, good job. Oh, that's hilarious that you did this. And then they'll delete them. They'll delete the posts as they go. As you can see, I saved some of them. And so I challenge you to go back and look at all the comments all the way back. Send them to me as you get them. And we'll keep sharing the lovely Goals gang and what they're doing. But the Goals devs don't condone this. It's just these guys will try to say I'm crazy for pointing this out. You tell me if you went and wanted to join a football game and you seen Ronald making fun of suicide or whatever, or even just the dumb stuff that they talk about. It could be the crispy guy comes in and he's like, he's making fun of autism. Then you'll see a random post making fun of a dude for being overweight, or making fun of a dude, he's got to be uglier than, like, whatever it is. It's all this terrible random stuff. Not talking about football, not talking about the game, or if they are bitching about the game, right? Not in a healthy way. Who's going to want to join that? Who's going to leave UFL and eFootball and FC? Notice that we were on track to already start talking about football and playing. But the Goals gang, the one-man Goals gang comes in, wakes up right in the morning because he's subscribed. He's my #1 fan. And just starts dogging stuffs. Think about that. Think about that real quick. It's crazy. So you see it, so imagine. So take my content out of there. I mean, Kurt's not even promoting the game. I'm promoting the game more than Kurt himself. Somebody came on yesterday and said Kurt hasn't mentioned Goals. He's like, and I subscribe to Kurt. I just haven't been watching a lot of his stuff, but they said he hasn't mentioned Goals in forever. So I don't know if he got fired or what, but he hasn't even mentioned the word Goals. Not even, hey, play Goals, play open beta. So I think he had to have either gotten fired or they're not using him to promote for some stupid reason. But the bottom line is, if I don't make Goals content as I just showed you there, look at add up my views. These guys want to come and make fun of views. They got 50 of the same people every day being offensive on the one daily goal stream. So you have that. And then you have the coverage I have of goals, which adds up if you look at all the videos that I've done in the way that I'm trying to promote the game. So let's go ahead and ask the Goals devs which one's better. A video like this, right? A video like this that promotes goals, that showcases the passing, right? Or any of these videos where you see nothing but my content, really. You see a few others, shout out to those other people, but it's 90% my stuff, right? So now take that away, and then now all you have is to go over to this. And you guys just look how offensive these guys are. Do your own research if you want. Check out my video today. You can see some of their handiwork. And this is where you have to watch about goals. By the way, the guy has
with Fanatic Sportsbook.
0 following on YouTube, so there's no videos from him. You would just have to join this stream and watch the same 20 people talk about nonsense and be offensive. So where am I wrong? What am I missing? Where are any of the videos? Where's the content at from any of these guys? Oh, you don't have to make content. No, you don't. But because you happen to be at the top of the rankings, this group of people are at the top of the rankings. Imagine, like I keep saying, think of all the content creators that are at the top of the rankings, right? None of these guys create content, but they gather at this one stream. You'll see the names and recognize them because Goals, I'll show you right here, keeps a top 500 where you can literally find these guys. So you see those same names, and then you see all this offensive stuff. Are you going to want to play that game and join that community? I mean, look at this guy, Ronald's somebody in their community. Look what the dude wakes up at the crack of dawn to come in here because he has nothing better to do. Do you really want to be in a community with these losers? Look at this. So you go to what is it? Community, game modes, news, Media Hub, leaderboards. So check this out. There's Marceau right there. Here's Turbulence, the dude who I put on the video. You see him saying himself word for word, all of us use exploits. All of us use exploits. So you come in and play this guy. This was the guy that I was beating on the stream, and then he started doing the lob through balls and then the side-to-side shit. And he goes, all of us use the exploits. But yet when we played football, I was destroying him. Corb was in there, who's also a joke himself. This dude was going, beat the guy, he's undefeated. He starts using exploits and says, oh, it's okay because we all do it. But the dude who's rooting for his buddy to lose got suspended by the goals devs. It's something about doxing or something. I don't know the exact case, but for you to get suspended by the goals Discord people, you got to be a loser. I mean, you got suspended by the goals Discord for doing something against another player. This is the people that now are always on this daily goal stream. It's the only daily goal stream. You can go down the list. This is the one that was making fun of autism straight on my Discord. Making fun of autism. And you could keep going down the list. The Joel, not Joel, I think there's another one. Joel. Out of all this, Law's a great dude. I can say that. And there's some of them that I don't know. But a lot of these people you're going to find, and it's the same issues. And there's more on here. There's even more on here too, but this dude's in it, this Mr. Unit, you saw that game with him, it's the same thing. So now these goals devs are creating game. What do these people, these 50 people, think that the goals devs are going to keep a game going and pay their 50 to 75 employees off of 20 to 50 people that are in this little group? I mean, these guys are delusional. Add up all the views and what they've done for the game, and then look what I've been trying to do for the game. So now this goes away. So you take that away, and you think the goals devs want these guys? They want these guys and whatever they call helping the game out? Good luck. That's all I can say. Now, if you go to, I'll go to my Discord and show you guys this. Here's the numbers that they say, and this is why so serious, why I'm not playing goals right now, because of these type of guys and because of the gameplay. Because when you look at what goals needs to survive, right? Even if we lower these numbers greatly, okay? Even if we lower these numbers greatly. I mean, look at this. Just imagine going in and you're like, oh yeah, I was talking to Corb, he's a great guy. And then you see, these aren't to me, guys. These are to random people. You're a virgin, definitely 270 pounds, schizophrenic fuck. Here's Ronald saying to somebody, you're a fat loser. I hope you die. Look in the bright lights of a train and then jump in front of it. Yeah, very inviting, guys. Great way to represent a brand new football game with your names plastered all over the only daily goals channel, goals stream, and at the top of the rankings all over the goals Discord, and this is the stuff that they go around doing. Not to mention he's in my stream at 6 a.m. and he's already posted 22 posts, and my stream's been going for 32 minutes. This same Ronald guy that's on that cover has posted 32 times. And he's being extremely offensive. So, how can you want to be? Who's going to want to be a part of this? Andreas Thorstensen, this is who you have that's going to be talking to and rubbing shoulders with all your potential players. As of every day as of now, when these guys go into anybody else's content besides me and like a few other people, I'm the only daily content creator, but Marceau's the only daily streamer. Then you got the other ones. But when they go to check out the game and stream, this is the stuff that they're seeing. And you can go in the video to see more of it. It gets way worse. But there's no way. Who's going to want to be a part of that? You guys tell me, am I lying? Am I overreacting? I mean, if I seen Tex, if I seen Inception, if I seen Nick, runs a full market, if I seen Levy to Weed, if I seen any of these guys, I just went down the rankings list. If I seen any of these guys, and this is what you have to deal with, this is who runs it, the the top of the leaderboards fill with them. So their names are everywhere. All through the Discord, they're like the you can see that their comments have the most replies under them. They have the most likes. They have the most. So they're the most seen names. And then you go around, you see all this offensive stuff. Just like you see them in my stream right now, you probably see them in 10 others. I mean, that's all these guys do all day is offend people, go in and play goals, and then go back to offending people and trolling people. Nobody's going to want to be part of that. So the goals devs, even though they don't condone it, they've already suspended these guys, put them on warnings. This Ronald, let me show you this from Ronald himself. He was bragging. This same guy that's in my chat right now, let me show you this, that came in here and disrupted as we were getting ready to play eFootball. He was bragging about being in trouble with goals. Look at this. He shows me a message from the goals team bragging about getting in trouble by them for offending people. This is a grown man whose name is all over the goals Discord, all over he's in the rankings, plays 5v5 tournaments, a whole nine. This is who people are rubbing shoulders with. This is who people are deciding, do we want to play goals or these other games? It's a guy who DMs me on Discord to give me the message privately between him and a goals dev where they were warning him that he's crossing the line. I mean, how pathetic do you have to be? Who wants to be a part of this game with these type of people? The dude sent me this, guys. This Ronald, the same dude whose messages are on here being offensive on my stream right now, was bragging on my Discord and sent me to show me the goals devs. But at least it shows that the goals devs truly do not want these guys in their game. But they can't help it, right? But look at this. I mean, it's a joke. This is a guy bragging about getting in trouble from the goals devs, an adult. But yet I'm the bad guy for pointing this out. According to them only. Like, I'm the bad guy according to them. It's just insanity, right? They're the ones being offensive. They're the ones taking it away from football. They're the ones who are chasing players away. Of course, to them they're not, but to everyone else they are. They're the ones who think it's normal to DM people and go, look, man, I've already been in trouble 6 times from the goals devs for ripping people apart. Look, and I'm still not suspended, as if, like, okay, good job. So you're going to keep offending people in a game that needs players desperately, right? And you're chasing them away. So congrats. Good job, guys. So let's get back to playing eFootball, simply because these idiots aren't involved, and hopefully we'll be rooting for the goals devs behind the scenes, and hopefully they get the game in order. But for now, we get a break from all that. And who knows? Maybe we don't go back because of people like that. Maybe we do. I don't know. I'll talk to all you guys as we go. We'll see how the game goes. That's the first biggest hurdle, is the gameplay's got to get back in order. And I strongly suggest you try it and let me know if you like it or not. But in the meantime, we won that $25 from Freestyle Football 2. If you missed that, I won a contest. Or no. They sent it like as a reward. I won a contest in goals, but I just got a player from goals. If they sent me $25.50, we'd be set. All right, let's see. Beckenbauer, what do we got? What kind of manager is he? LBC and Lomball. I already got somebody like that. I wanted one. I didn't want LBC. I wanted... quick counter and long ball counter. I wanted those two. One with a high line, one with a deep line. I want quick counter and long ball counter. And I don't think there's a manager out with that right now. Notice how, I want to say this one last thing because it's so funny to me. This always happens with these cowards. So I had the eFootball screen up. As I was showing you those facts, those numbers. And finally the dude's like, let me see it, let me see it. Remember, he's up based on a notification from me going live. Like, he's waiting. This is a goals representative, a top player in goals, whether he asked for it or not, whether the goals team wants him to be or not, unless they ban him. This guy is out here doing this shit, and that's what people know him by. He's that guy that plays goals. He's that goals guy. That's all. He doesn't play any other football games. He's not. He goes around torturing people as a goals player, all over the goals Discord and everything. And he's saying, show what you're showing, show what you're showing. So I show the numbers. Marceau, 50 people, the same 50 people that are the problem are the same people he streams to every day. And any of the extra numbers that come in beyond that, they're seeing all this terrible shit. So I show that. Then I click on the goals game and show all the content. And literally 90+% of it is my content trying to promote the game. So I feel like you would respond to that. Tell me where I'm wrong. But he doesn't. He runs away. And the whole point is, if goals is going to survive, or UFL, they need to get rid of these players like that. Because nobody else is going to want to touch that game when that's what they're seeing every day. The minute I stop making videos, the closest daily content you have right now is these offensive losers that are chasing players away. So just a little side piece, because I do care about goals, but time will tell. I challenge all of you guys for the next 7 to 10 days, every day, go find me somebody else that's covering the game on a daily basis, where each day you can get a checkup on the game once I stop doing daily content on it. Watch where you have to go and watch whose names you see. Just remember I said this. All right, so back to playing football. Long ball counter out wide. Nope, don't want that. Clop. Possession and quick counter. No, those are both high lines. Either one, long ball counter and quick counter, or possession and long ball counter. One of those two. So none of the managers have them. All right. Possession, LBC. Wait, I like that because then they can come in. All right. And then LBC, perfect. Van Dyke, Vieira. We're going with this 3-back. Three, 1, 3, box to box. Spray the ball wide. E-football qualifiers, huh? Let's see how we do. I'm gonna be rusty as hell, but it's gonna be nice playing football with organized defense and stuff, man. That game was driving me crazy. I can't believe these guys still are debating on the smart assisting. Apparently debating whether to remove it or just put a filter on it or ban it for 1 through 3 divisions and keep it for the lower. It's insane, but it's all greediness. Without a doubt, the players using it are finally buying players and they don't want to sacrifice that, which is crazy. But once they get rid of that, if they started just improving the game, better defensive system, so there's not as much AI, not as much AI control everywhere, getting back to the old PES days, dude. I know it's wishful thinking, but man, the game would be crazy. Alright, no one's playing that right now. Events. 50 eFootball coins are available. We'll go get this out of the way real quick. Aim for 5 points. I'll do that later. I don't feel like doing that right now. But I'll get 50 points from that. Usually you don't get points on AI, but that's cool. 50 available here. Oh man, this is gonna be dangerous playing this way with this team, but we're gonna try it. If people are even playing this. Serious, what game have you been playing, bro? If you're here still. You have UFL in your name, but something tells me you're not playing it because of the park the bus. But they've improved the game, dude. You can't stun on that. It's just you can't play it because you know all the glitches and exploits are still in there. But you can't hate on their improvements with dribbling and passing and stuff like that. Although I still hate the magnet passing, how it just connects. But FC has that park the bus problem too, dude. It's crazy, but this has been the wildest time of football games. If you're really watching just by pure football right at this second, including with goals, if you included it, with how the open beta looks with the defense mess and all that, eFootball is now number one, and this is a game where people are using Smart Assist. That's crazy. All right, let's see if we can take this Brazil team and earn some coins. I'm debating going for Ruminage or not, although I don't really need him, but he's Ruminage, you know? He's an absolute monster. Put him in easy on each side, and you got two blitz curlers. All right. Oh, you little shit. What a ball. Yes, you're in. Let's go, Pele. Oh. Yes, what a goal. Oh my God. No smart assist. No worries, boys. Oh, I love it. No smart assist, no worries. My boy Phil would be proud of that. My boy Phil would be proud of that. He's not awake right now to pick it himself, but I know he'd want me to be playing eFootball, so that's what we went for. And boys, after playing, like, dude, you can't deny, like, this is football, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like the positioning, the movement. Once these guys get rid of smart assist, it's gonna be hard for people to compete. I like having this wing, this player on the wing here, instead of two center mid. So we'll have to see though. I'll test out how it goes on the left with a left mid instead of the right with a center mid. The old rope-a-dope. Oh, what the? Reddit. Oh. Just like in FC, my FC game yesterday, you can't play around though. Ah, too slow. See, that's what I don't like. The shooting comes off so slow. That's the old Adriano, by the way, not the new one. That's the anniversary Adriano. Maybe we spin for Pato. Although I don't need anybody really, you know. But Ruminage is a special player. Him and Honus are incredible. Honus is more the winger. Ruminage is more the striker, but still. Foul. Excuse me. Had to blow my nose. Why am I not getting those headers? It's pissing me off. Dude, I'm liking these runs from that left. Let's get Romario involved. Whoops, counter. Messed that up. Goal. Oh, what a save. Nice try. Nice try. I don't know. What do you guys think? Football feels pretty good right now. Why are all these games feeling smoother? Like, when I was playing goals, it had this heavy, glitchy feeling. I was thinking it was my setup due to remind me of FC. It's like, dude, what the fuck happened? Somebody sabotaged goals. Must have been Konami. You're in. What a ball. Penalty. See, this is what goals doesn't have too. Like, man, there's so many little areas. Like, if you get a PK in goals, the reticle's there. So if you're streaming, I'd have to like turn off the screen right now. You guys can't even watch. Whereas you can hide it on goals. So you got to think about this stuff. My opponent quit. They brought in packs. That's hilarious. Oh, look at this team, bro. All right, let's do it. Wait. All right, we'll go like this. Why not? Yeah, I wanted to mainly just test out for myself too. It's like, dude, there's no way. Like, even if I try to be dishonest and like lie to myself, even and say, man, goals is right on the same level, and like, bro, legit, every other game just felt more like football. It's just the truth. Outside of like 50 people that are chasing people away by how they are, nobody's going to play these games and not feel the same way. And you need a lot more than 50, 70, 100, 200, 1,000 people to keep the game going. And that's my point, is that for goals to come in and beat out, eFootball and FC are too big to fail, numbers-wise. UFL and eFootball are, in my opinion, battling for third place. That's where eFootball has a chance. But I'd be totally lying if I didn't say that UFL felt better when I played it yesterday. It just did. There we go. All right, let's get in here. We got a hell of a Barcelona squad. Let's see how we can do. Indrick. Man, this dude's taking this serious. Watch him come out and just game plan me to death. All right, let's do it. The pitch is ours. Romario. Dude, when I get Ibra up there with that overlapping run on the left, man. Oof. The hell we got going on here? Is this dude just AFK? I think this dude just AFK. Come on, bro. I want to play you, actually. I guess he saw my team and said, screw it. I'm going to work on skill moves. How the fuck is the game not just... How is it not leaving and then I get to play? Simple, what's up, buddy? How are you? Bro, I fudged up. I fudged up. I should have added you, dude. I swear to God, I missed your name. Well, next stream, I'm going to add you to the MVP thing because all I'm going to do is add you 5 together. I knew I was forgetting somebody, dude. Is add you five together, and then we're gonna all. I want to see what you guys are playing. Get your take on what game, because I thought about adding games that aren't football games, but first choice was Phil, obviously, and even though he's sleeping, I knew he would choose eFootball, right? But I knew he would choose eFootball, but after that, other than that, I want to find a football game to stick to, because just in case, man, just in case goals devs can't battle it out, because they got an uphill battle. And just that community over there, bro, of those guys. I mean, look at this weirdo. This is what you deal with in goals. If you look at the top, I start the stream, I'm half awake, and this crazy bastard's apparently is my biggest fan. He's got notifications on. He's right when I start the stream, and he comes in with 27 posts. This is a top-ranked goals player that's coming in just worrying about everybody else, coming in my streams and stuff. So it's like getting away from that community. You got to say eFootball is the best for that as far as chill community goes. But I don't know, man. We'll have to see. Then I dug in the rabbit hole, and UFL's literally hanging on by a thread. If they weren't so greedy, they would be screwed right now. Based on ChatGPT's estimate of how many concurrent users they need compared to how many they have and the average spending, they're way under. So it makes me feel like, well, the minute people stop paying for packs, which the packs are getting dull, it's all the same shit, UFL's down. I don't want to play a game that's going to just crash out, because then it's a total waste of time. Even though UFL did feel pretty good yesterday, there's still the risk of having those the exploits ruin the game. So, dude, despite Smart Assist, which I hope is gone by the summer, eFootball very well may be the best. There he is. What up, boy? But Simple, you're going to be added on there for sure. This is dedicated to you, bro. I'm sharpening up on my... I see they added packs now, too. But listen, Phil, I won $25 from Freestyle Football 2. They sent me $25. Ooh, so when do I get this? Damn, when do you get this? So when would... Wait. I earn these, bro? Hold on, I earn these? There's no way. They have packs now? No way, bro. So explain this to me. So point limit 10. Damn, bro. Okay. But I remember Ruminage from my old account, bro. And he was nasty. So maybe I go for Roomy Room. Then isn't there some sale, or did that end? Oh, it ended. The sale ended. It like just ended. Wasn't it there just a second ago? Ruminage. Ruminage is legendary for those of you guys who don't know. I don't really need attacking players though, but I heard Stom's really clunky. I don't need a build-up center back either, and Khan's a monster, although I heard directing defense is pretty cool. I heard he's clunkier than, but he's a legend, bro. But I already have Van Dyke. Box to box. Latar Mateus could come in and be dope. Fortress and phenomenal pass. What's his weak foot look like? Very high, occasionally very high. As bad as I want to go get him with the 25, and then for manager, I want somebody with long ball counter, and then possession. Team play style. Long ball counter. Long ball counter, they make long runs, and then possession. Long ball counter and quick counter would be good, but I like one player's coming to, one player's going, and at least I have that somewhat here with Spalletti, but lower, they go down. He's Arteta's long ball in possession. But since I have Spalletti, he's long ball in possession too, but just not 89 and 89, so I'll wait. Or was Arteta LBC and QC, or is he possession in LBC? But I'm loving this 3-4-3, but I kind of want... So box to box and whole player. You know what I'll do for this? I would do this. So everyone's coming to the ball. Be like this. Everyone's coming to the ball. Yeah, exactly. Pretty much spot on, Seb. Pretty much, buddy. I was saying it's crazy to say 88 LBC, 89 possession. Yeah. Eventually, Phil, I'm going to get an 89-89. I might end up going quick counter in LBC, because the only difference is quick counter, once you win the ball, your players run away, and in possession, when you win the ball, they come to. So here's possession. I have them starting away, so they come towards the ball. That gives them space to work. I'm going to work on both. But I'm liking this 3-back, because Bellingham and Vieira make runs up, and they come back. But Blitz, Curler, and phenomenal finishing. And I wish Bellingham... Okay, 2 box-to-box is perfect. So that does work out for me. Gattuso stays right in the center. And then, let's see what I have. No, I don't necessarily love Konami. I love eFootball, though. I love eFootball, like, at its core. I love PES. I love the PES version, like the Pez aspects of it. They got to get rid of Smart Assist though. Like I'm playing with it off. I'm not ever touching that shit again, even though it can get frustrating. But all right, we got $1.30. Then I forgot about these guys too. So there's a bunch of advanced strikers. I'd go for Ruminage over Del Piero though. I already have an Adriano. Then there's Pato. Momentum, 2 blitz curlers. High occasionally. Occasionally and high. Occasionally very high. And now finishing blitz curler. Momentum dribbling and blitz curler. Yeah, it's broken right now. The gameplay is, but check it out for yourself, man. I don't want to deter anybody, but yeah, it feels pretty jacked up. Each other football game felt better in my opinion. That's just the truth. Blitz curler and magnetic feet. Yeah, easy. I'd still pick easy over Ruminage probably, bro. I swear to God I would. I don't know. I did a video. You can see all the gameplay next to each other, in my opinion. I think right now, yeah. The defense is just totally messed up. You get all these goals where it's just not football anymore. Like, the best part, you can still create those goals, but there's no point because right now the defense, there's so many gaps. You can just dribble side to side until you find a hole and then run through it. And the defenders are going crazy in the game. Then it was all jittery and glitchy and had some delay, and all these other games that are notorious for that actually felt smooth. So I don't know what's going on, bro. But instead of showcasing the game in a bad manner, I'm just stepping away from that for now. All right. Let's get in a game. Bring the boys out. So I have 3. I'm going 3-3-1-3 with Van Dyke and then Maldini and Thuram as center backs. Bellingham and Vieira on each side of Gattuso. Gattuso's my 6. Then essentially 2 number 8s. And then I got Hullet in the number 10. And then I got 2 wide forwards and a striker with with Pele and Cruyff on each side of Romario. I feel like that's not too shabby. Del Piero. Alright, so let's see here. 3-3-4 versus 3-3-1-3. I like my setup better. Wait. Ooh, it's going to be an offensive battle. But I feel like me having Vieira and Bellingham there to help out is going to really help out. You don't have a DMF. Counter target Romario. play. Let's do it, boys. Two and 0 on the day. First league match. Let's get into it. Oh, stupid. Stoopy. Should have played Hullett's feet. Whoa. Oh no. He's got a smart assist on for sure. That was definitely an auto slide, but it is what it is. You're in there. Yes. Yes. Hullett. I knew it. Bullet header paid off. It wasn't very bullet-like, but perfect cross, perfect ball. Who served that in? I don't usually score those, so it's a good start. It's a good day so far. Awesome goal, as if Spalletti would say it. Awesome goal, mate. Awesome goal, buddy. Come on, Marmouche. Oh, no way. Got through. Oh, I thought I had him there. I knew it. Good try, though. Yes, look at this. Yes. Oh, beautiful football. Good tackle. You're in. Oh, he stopped his run, kind of. Thought he was going to keep going there. Good D. What a ball. Yep. Yes, look at Hullett. Look at Hullett. Oh my God, it's why the extra touch? Dude, the little delays piss me off. Come on. Oh my God. I got to remember that sprint kills you there. Vieira, always a beast. Yeah, man, the delay gets you a little bit in this game, but what can you do? Get out of here with that. Whoops, that was my bad. Oh, I was there too. Oh, right into him, of course. Dumb move by me. Shout out to the people who... Goal, 1-1. Shout out to the people who are good at the skill moves. Terrible defense. But he's also got smart assist on, so it is what it is. Yes. Oh my god, that would have been nasty. Get out of here, bro. Dude, I should be able to smoke this dude. Yeah, he's smart assist. Look at the balls. Still got it from him, though. Look at that. Yep. Nope. I know. I'll practice later, but I'm going to smoke this dude with smart assist on. I can't stand these guys. I don't know how you guys play with it. Play against these idiots. Oh, look at that. Look how lucky he's getting, dude. Read him like a book. Reading him like a book, too. Zero skill. We got him. Just left stick. Okay, don't touch any button but the left stick when I receive it. Or when you pass the ball. When you pass it, don't. Are you talking about receiving or passing? You talking about when receiving it, just touch the left stick? I think so it doesn't take a big touch. I think that's what you're saying. Oh my god, dude. What the? No way. Dude, yep. Smart assist. Coming on. I don't care. Could care less. Could care less right now. Watch this. This game, it's just a joke, dude. Just a joke. Here you go. Welcome to eFootball, guys. 6 defenders there. What? Game is a fucking nightmare, guys. But this is what happens. This is what happens. They can't play a pass. They can't do anything. They do their automatic. They do turn on smart assist and do a bunch of stupid bullshit. And I know Phil and these guys can put up with that. Who can put up with that? I don't understand it. You're not even playing against players that are fucking doing shit themselves. Go back and look at that and tell me that these defenders in real life get beat on that. This is why this game will never be shit here, bro. Doesn't matter. Go back and watch that yourselves and look at how big of a joke that goal was. Go look at the defense and then think about any real life scenario where that's a goal. The game is a absolute joke. Look at this. What's up with the delay? Look at the automatic passes. I mean, look at it, dude. It's just a joke. So when you and if you guys don't know, all you have to do is flick the right stick when you have smart assist on. and the players automatically look. This is all I got to do to play a perfect pass now. Look at this. That's how big of a joke this game is. Oh yeah, that was all me, guys. That was all skill. Great job. I'm great at this game, guys. Do you see that? And notice the football was great, but that's smart assist on, and anybody can turn it on. So that's all you got to do in this joke of a game. That's all you got to do. Congrats. And I get a win just like I didn't use smart assist. Look, that was probably only a tackle made because of smart assist. This ball is going to be perfect because of smart assist. I can flick the right stick. Watch. I'll do what he did. Goal. But see it was the same thing, right? I flicked smart assist, put me in a good angle. He missed. But that's all you got to do. I can turn smart assist on and just do this all day long. Who is going to waste their time doing that? Well, I know who. Half the player base in eFootball. But playing against these guys is no fun because even now I'm tied with this guy. So let's say I beat him. The satisfying part would be that I took a win away from some dude who's willing to waste his time with smart assist to get a win. The rest of it, though, is a waste of time because whether you win or not, you didn't even beat the other player. You beat somebody that's a big enough loser to use the AI. Like, it's not an accomplishment. You know, tell me where I'm wrong, but it's not an accomplishment beating somebody that's going to use smart assist. That's my honest opinion. Like, beating this guy, I won't feel good about it. That's the only problem I have with eFootball. It's not like at the end of it you're like, man, what a battle we had. Look at this. It's perfect passes every time. Perfect passes. What the? It's just, the game's a fucking nightmare, dude. Because once smart assist comes into play, this is just how it goes until they remove it. Any good parts. So now you guys see what I'm talking about. The good parts of the game are destroyed. Look at this. Perfect pass every time. Goal. Settled himself. It ruins the game. Imagine look how much my gameplay changed. All of a sudden my passes are perfect. So this is what you go up against if you play this game. Who wants to deal with this? This is my first eFootball game in forever. I'm fine with being rusty, but yeah, see, look, he quit because he can't deal with it. So why in the fuck would anybody, unless you have the patience of, like, Phil is probably the best dude I've ever met, and I met him online. There's a lot of great people. Like, all the people I named, Simple is great. Seb, all you guys are awesome, but I know Phil a lot. Like, we've talked. He's been here since day one. Like, I could tell that dude is the epitome of, like, patience, calm, like, kind, the whole nine. So he's a saint. Kami, the same way. Renegade Kami. That's why I want them to start a channel, because they're way more patient. They're way more, like, understanding. And they can battle through, like, the crazy bullshit you have to deal with in football games nowadays. But those two, it's not a surprise that they made it to Division 1 without smart assist on their own. And took some losses against these smart assist guys, but beat a lot of them too. But my whole point is, I just won that game and I'm fucking furious, because I would have rather played football straight up. But it's so hard because where I'm shit, it's okay if the other player's shit there too. But if I'm shit in certain areas and the other player is, but he has smart assist correcting him, well, you see what happens. You see what happens in the game. So then you start to say that's how every game's going to be. That wasn't even, that it wasn't fun. It wasn't, well, there's no point in it. That's how you feel. That's how I start to feel, at least. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but come on, give me some coins, man. McAllister. I used to have a McAllister card that was pretty sick. When you receive, okay. And then I didn't listen to Phil on that receive at the end. Oh, the one receive I didn't listen to Phil, and I should have because I had sprint and the ball pushed away. But the next one, I did listen to Phil. And Bellingham, this is how fuck smart this is. When I did listen to Phil and received it without anything but the left stick to push it and take it, Bellingham took his own touch. It didn't even matter what I pressed. He took his own touch out to the right perfectly to set up the goal. And it's just like I already know my journey if I keep playing this because it's just going to be like that every single game, bro. You'll have a defender right on an attacker and you won't do shit. Your player will literally stand there while the attacker gets into space. And I've scored like it too. Romario will have the ball, the defender's all over him, bro. And he'll just still get the shot off. Like the defender's basically on top of him. Romario can feel his breath. But somehow the defender Romario will just shoot and score. And it's the same against me too. And it's like, man, it's hard to want to play that shit right now. Let's go play a UFL game for shits. Dude, this game, I don't even know how this game's going to be able to survive, and it's fucking sad, bro, because this is where it all started. But when I got it down that rabbit hole of goals, ChatGPT's like, it's going to come down to one of the games surviving, goals or UFL, because they're fighting for the leftover players. And apparently it's way more expensive to run UFL based on how they made their game. Why does it say I have 9 packs available? And so that's why they're selling all these packs like this. And I'm not saying I defend them doing it. I'm not saying I defend them doing it, but all I'm saying is that's why they do it. That kid is pretty dope. Apparently he has some header specialty too. Seven, 2, and 13 is how I ended. I played that many games. Holy shit, bro. I don't even remember playing that many games. I guess the seasons go a long time though. Let's look. Where's the seasons at? 48-day seasons. Holy packs. I got a gold pack. Vabora. Já Pedro. These packs kind of suck, bro. Don't they? They're kind of like... I guess it's still better than... I don't know, man. See, I'll see Indominator get pissed at eFootball too and hate it, but the difference is, and I won that game, but I'm still pissed. So, but he can win it without. But I'm trying to think if, even if I would have won that game without Smart Assist, based on how the game is, I don't know if I would have even cared. because of the fact that you can do what I just did, and I know that, you know. So it takes away the joy of it, because you know there's players out there that you're competing to get higher ranks. Like my boy Phil, he's going to compete to get at the top of the world rankings. He's got a positive mindset. I know from knowing him, and I guarantee, like, let's say, I guarantee if there wasn't Smart Assist, he would have already been top 10, 20,000. Like, it wouldn't be a goal of his because he would have done it. So in my mind, I'm like, fuck all these guys that are ahead because they're doing this, instead of, all right, I'm going to make this goal of challenge to beat out these guys. You know, it's kind of a mindset thing. So if you play football right now with Smart Assist, you have to you have to be woosad in. The thing I didn't like about this though is the park the bus. That's the biggest thing I didn't like about UFL is to park the bus right now. Well, I gotta change this to 3-0, even though it was a Smart Assist win. Yeah, bro, you can already see the difference. Look at these wait times; they're crazy, bro. I know probably to UFL people are like, "Oh, it's only been a minute. That ain't bad. I wait 30 minutes sometimes, but bro, this is bad." I think UFL is pretty much done, guys. I really do. You can get pretty much instant games in every other football game right now. Yeah, sorry, can't even play that one. FC is just too empty for me. They did improve it, for sure. They did improve it, but it's too empty, dude. They're all over the place. It's like a beta. Every year, they change the game up so much and piss the player base off so much. It's like playstyles are the most important. So you build your team around everybody with playstyle. And then all of a sudden, playstyles are gone now. So those don't matter. Or sorry, they're minimizing the playstyles. My rank was Division 1 15K. Yeah. So you're my, like, which is amazing by the way, but my mindset would have been, bro, you're probably top 9. Well, let's say around 50% use Smart Assist. That would really put you around in within the top 10,000 of a game like eFootball with all the players. That's huge, bro. I got him. See, I don't really need Lotar because I have Bellingham and Vieira. I need a destroyer center back. Well, no, I have 2 other. Man, I bet you this Julian Alvarez is sick, bro. But I'm pretty set. I'm pretty set with my team. Eventually, I'll get a manager, but I'll probably keep up with this, just hoping they get rid of Smart Assist and stay sharp in the game. Oh shit! I still have it on. Fuck. Cancel. No way. They gave you him for free. That's crazy. Maldini's over in kick. The real Maldini. Dude, eFootball is like my favorite to watch though. Like whenever I'm watching Manessa, that's why I feel you gotta start one, but you gotta get Adobe and stuff and just do my journey to the top, how to become a Division 1 player, my tactics, uh, rating my insane player base, or rating my insane squad, and just rate all your top players 1 through 10 or A through F. Like, there's a lot you could do, bro. And my favorite, like, literally my favorite content to watch is 100% eFootball, bro. I would watch that all day. I check out Kami stuff and your stuff, and it's good, but you guys could go even further with it if you wanted. Like, I can't stand watching FC. I really like Inception and Nick, but dude, now it's not even really fun to watch that game. It's not. It's so far from football. And then UFL, I've never enjoyed watching. Dude, like UFL content, UFL doesn't look very good on screen. You know what I mean? Like, playing it feels a little bit better, but eFootball, especially when you got these players that can do amazing stuff, eFootball is easily the most challenging game. I think that's what makes me the most mad about Smart Assist, bro, is that it's such a challenging game, and getting assistance helps so much, bro. That's what pisses me off. You know? That's what it is. Playing eFootball, you mean? Yeah, I know. It's easily the most fun. I still remember when I was playing and I was like, man, events are always so much harder, and everyone's like, bro, that's because of Smart Assist. And I was like, I didn't even know that existed. What's Smart Assist? I was like, no wonder I'm playing these players that are way worse, low ranks and everything, and they're so hard to play in events. And next thing you know, we're watching that presentation. Oh God, I just got burned. Presentation. And sure enough, we're watching, and they go, oh yeah, Smart Assist will open up to everything. I was like, no fucking way, I just read that. And it was just like with UFL after that first patch, it just ruined it. Good job, Pele. Yeah. And I'm super happy with my team and everything. It's literally just Smart Assist, man. I'm not saying the game's perfect other than that, but that's the difference between now and then. Whoa. Oh, I tried. Dude, I had him and I should have took a touch in. Rookie mistake. Good. Yes. So, Phil, I want to tell you something what I did there. For that one, the first touch I received it with nothing, but then when I saw Hullet on the run through, that's when I pushed it because I wanted it to go ahead because I was pushing it with Hullet. But when you want to receive it without pushing it and you want to receive it close, you don't touch it. But if you with left stick when receiving, but when you want to push it ahead, you can touch left stick. And it's crazy because I got to learn that because in no other football game is that the case. Appreciate him, Aldini. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, I will say like scoring with no smart assist in eFootball is such a satisfying feeling, bro, because it's such a challenging game. But that's again what pisses me off so bad is that these players they are taking shortcuts when I know how challenging it is, you know? Oh, here's the autism champ, Crispy. Guys, I gotta say this. I can't stress this enough. So this is the Crispy guy that came in making fun of people with autism, right? So remember I showed you the numbers earlier. I showed you like you take away my content when you click on goals. I'm like 90% of it. And I was like, if you want to watch goals daily, once you take away my daily content, you got to go to this one stream from Marceau. He has zero traction on any other website, right? But then he has a stream every day. So imagine you go into this goal stream. There's like 50 people, the same 20 to 50. I'm giving them credit. Same 20. Crispy, Ronald, Corb, all these guys you got guys who have been suspended from the goals development team. You got this Crispy. Here's who he hangs with. So let me show you guys this real quick while I got time. He hangs with this Ronald, who literally spends his time bragging about getting in trouble. This is the guy bragging about getting in trouble by the goals devs. So Crispy does the same thing. Like he got on earlier making fun of people with autism, right? And so that's what they do. They sit there and they go, how can we be offensive? So they hang out in Marceau's Discord. Marceau's too much of a coward to say it himself. He thinks because he's not saying it. He thinks because he's not saying it that it's okay. But they hang out in his Discord and they say the most racist, homophobic, offensive shit. Like if you go back and read yourself through all the comments, a lot of them get deleted. A guy with such little following like Marceau to have he has one of the players as his mods. Look at all the shit that gets deleted through there. So they sit there. So think about being a potential new goals player and running into these guys. I mean, these guys are such freaking losers that they come into other people's streams. Like this is what they do all day. These guys play nothing but goals, but they don't even play half the time if they're not using exploits. And oh, what a goal. That would have been a beautiful finish. If they didn't have goals, they literally would still be on everyone else's streams all day, every day, of trying to offend people and troll people. Remember, we're all trying to play football. So why would anybody want to go play goals over UFL, eFootball, and FC when these guys not only ruin the experience for anybody that comes into the only daily goal stream right now with the guy running it that's leading the pack, but they also come into everyone else's shit to, because, I mean, for one, how are you that big of a loser in life? For two, oh, no. Great fight, Van Dyke. For two, who would want to play goals after that? Not only are you seeing these losers do this in the goal streams, but you're seeing them in other streams. Who's going to want to play goals and deal with these guys? Like this, these are players that all represent. Go down the top rankings. It's on the goals website. All these same names that are doing this, you'll see on the goals website. How is that possible, bro? How? It's insane. No, the minute you made fun of people with autism, you fell off the face of earth. Bro, do you realize there's people with families that have autism? Do you realize there's people like you guys crossed the line in football gaming communities, making fun of people that are suicidal for getting bullied, making fun of people getting bullied, period, acting like you're proud of to be the ones doing it. Like that Ronald dude was saying, oh, because he made up the situation and was mocking the people who have been bullied, it was okay. Since it wasn't a real bullying situation, as if making fun of that type of shit just, oh, that's cool. We're in a football community, bro. You guys are absolute losers. I mean, how I'd love to see what your life looks like. You spend your time and your extra hours going into trying to be offensive in football gaming communities. Congratulations. Good luck trying to convince anybody to play goals. When their numbers suck because of you guys and the game goes under and UFL beats it out, just remember it's because of you. See what I'm saying? They're talking about friends. We're online in a football community. Oh, guys, that would have been a great finish. Doesn't matter. So you're making fun of your own family, like, bro. You guys don't realize how pathetic you are. No one comes to your shit. You guys don't have streams. You guys don't have channels. You don't have anything. You literally have zero. No way. You literally have zero. So, congrats, though. This is why you can't play goals, though. You read this dude's comments. So now he's making fun of. So now he's saying he's a pedophile. So now he's acting like it's funny to call himself a pedophile. He's making fun of autism and saying he has family that's autistic. So this is Crispy. I know the goals devs come in and check this out. So this is Crispy. Go look on your leaderboard, then go look in Marceau's stream every day and look. You got a guy, Crispy Jix, that's literally making fun of autism, thinks it's okay because he has family that's autistic, talking about pedophiles. I mean, you think anybody's gonna want to play goals when this is the community full of your top ranked players? Come on, bro. Congrats on ruining a game. I wish I had the number of players that actually read your comments in Marceau's stream and said, bro, this is the goals community. See ya. Mind you, none of them have their own channels, their own streams, nothing. It's literally chock full of losers that go into everyone else's shit and just say stupid stuff like he's saying right now. Notice no one's going to his channels or his stuff, right? Come on. Oh. Guys, it's so close. It's right there. What the hell? Why did he let that go? Oh, I didn't press super cancel early enough. We're right there, boys. We're right there. Let's keep going. Imagine, so if you guys don't know, imagine being someone that's spending your time in someone else's stream but then talking about their viewers when you're one of them. I mean, can you imagine? That would be like me going to NHL. That'd be like me going to, or sorry, a Premier League game, MLS game, whatever, and making fun of someone for being on the bench as I'm in my Sunday League uniform. I just came to watch his team in my Sunday League uniform, and I'm making fun of, what do they call? Penalty? Oh my God. And I'm so imagine Crispy's the guy who wears his Sunday League uniform to a pro game afterwards, and then makes fun of someone for being on a pro team as he's in the Sunday league. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, guys. You cannot make this stuff up. Let's get Big Ibra up there. Let's get Big Ibra up there. Let's get Easy in there for the old blitzer. No, let's get Eto up there. Push these guys up. Hullett's good. Let's get Jude. Never mind. I think I can score this, though. Imagine being these guys. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm rusty on them. I should have went up and down. And it wasn't hard enough either. Oh, yeah, I'm winning that. Oh. You're in. Oh. So I was sneaking through. Yes. Yes. There's no way that just froze right when I shot it, dude. There's no way. How? Yes, you're in. Yes. Look at the delay. What is that delay, guys? What is that delay when it's shooting that extra? See what I'm saying? What is that? Nice try, buddy. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, guys. See what I'm saying, Phil? Yeah, I know. I'm gonna keep Smart Assist off, though. But see the bullshit you gotta deal with in this shit? It's just a complete joke. Actually, watch this. Fuck this. Been getting his ass kicked the whole time. Here you go. Dude. You can't make this shit up. It's like literally the defender's stopping. You can't make this shit up, dude. Look at my defender stopping. Luckily, it's still Division 4, so all I gotta do is get up. But I'm rusty, dude. Once I can get to Division 3. Wait, Division 4 is still about points, right? It's just promotion overall. And then Division 3, you go up. Phil, why did the defenders stop like that? Now I know, too, I cannot pull my center backs up like that. Like, I had the ability to pull my other one, but he stopped. But I think the stats are going to say everything about this game. I'm pretty damn sure. And I got to get used to this 3-back, too. all those misses early on too, bro. Look, see like the delays in the passes and shit. That's where FC keeps kicking these guys' ass, and they fix their passing even more, where it's even more instant. But that's where they're kicking these guys' ass. Look, like how did that get through his defender? I didn't even think I was gonna get that. Server issues, damn. For everyone, people have been talking about it. But you know what's crazy though, is that Goals is supposed to have their unique server, and the game is all glitchy and fucking heavy. So this still felt better than Goals. So how in the fuck are they gonna compete, bro? You have made up, like I like the made up player thing, but 98% of people don't. 98%. So if you look on ChatGPT, there's like some article where they're like, oh, well, we're going to create a pro scene and people will become fans of the pro players and build teams. I'm thinking in my head, bro, half of these guys you can't even let play because they've all said offensive shit. So like, Division 4, we just got to get points. So this is where we're good. So Phil, what changes do you think I make here? So like, I think some of these guys are gonna think that Goals is gonna be where they can play like pro. Like that's what, like Crispy, he's hanging out in here. Dude, you think that all the offensive shit you said, you're gonna be able to, they're gonna put you anywhere? You, Marceau, Ronald, all you guys that are like, oh my God, they're gonna call, there's like a stupid event going on in Goals. And I get why they did it. It was a good idea. Like their minds were in the right spot, the devs. But that's what Turbulence said. Me and Crispy, we use all the exploits because we're trying to be at the top of this event. Guys, the reward for this event is to be called a beta pro and a beta king. So you got Crispy using exploits so he can try to win beta king, and maybe that will allow him to be in the future pro league when Goals has 250 people playing their game and already has servers issues and one daily streamer that streams to the same 50 people saying racist offensive stuff. Phil, you remember we were in that stream. This is the guy. I know you guys don't remember Crispy, but this was literally the dude who was saying, I don't see why so many people are mad at Epstein. This is the Crispy guy. He said, I don't get, Crispy goes, I don't get, like, this is the people you're dealing with when you go to the Gold streams. Crispy says, I don't get why people are so mad at Epstein. He had good taste in women. Like, oh, that's hilarious, Crispy. So then, if you don't know, Corb, the other one saying all types of offensive stuff, they asked Crispy why he has his name what it is. Okay? Corb has let me show you Corb's picture. It's like a black guy. Very black. Okay, I'll show you it. This is Corb. So look how offensive these guys get. So when you go in, all right, it's literally, like, look. Oh, where is it at? Look, you see these guys all in there, these offensive people, right? So if you see Corb's name, I think I blocked him out, but when you see Corb's name, the dude, Crispy, literally said, I like to fry him darker than Corb's picture. I wish I could show you the picture. It's just a very black dude. Now, Corb's not black at all, but it's a very black African American. So how do they think that's not offensive? So I'm the crazy guy for thinking that I'm seeing all this in a goal stream when I'm just randomly going through. When I was breaking down all that footage is when I was seeing all that. Remember how I was doing all the closed beta footage from Marceau's stream because it was the only goal stream? So if I'm trying to promote the game and I'm seeing all this horrible stuff, think about what everyone's saying. So Crispy says I like to fry him as dark as, that's why my name's like that. So he says he's talking about frying black people, talking about Epstein's got good taste in women. I mean, this Crispy thinks that he's going to be able to be some pro player in goals. Congratulations. Yeah, that's what they do. I mean, think about it. So then he's making fun. He says, stay retarded. Guys, this is one of these top players in goals. He's in the whole community. This is Marceau's right-hand man. They're all buddies. They talk every day. Go look at Marceau's streams. Go back. Look up Crispy Jix. Look up Corb. Look up Turbulence. Look up Mr. Unit. Look up Joel, who's I think Joel's the one who's like quote unquote the mod for 30 of the same people just deleting all the most offensive shit. So when you see a bunch of deleted messages, that's the stuff I'm talking about. Because then they have their one picture being such a lame dude that you're sitting there for the same 30 people every day. I mean, bro, you have to make like you get $0 for streaming on Twitch if you have less than they're nowhere near. So these guys are doing this for absolute zero, not doing it for the love of football, because they don't even talk about football. They talk about all of these nonsense, racist, homophobic things. And that's why I'm not playing goals too. Like, you got to understand, if I'm not even playing goals and they're coming in here being offensive, think about how it would be to be part of that playing goals. This is who you'd have to deal with in the Discord. This is who you'd have to deal with just playing against. We're talking about Smart Assist users. They're horrible, but picture having to play these guys and then getting some racist message or some homophobic. I mean, am I lying? If I'm lying, I'm dying. Just for the sake of YouTube and the rules, I had to only put 3 of these offensive things up. I talk about Crispy in there, but his stuff's too offensive. If I would have put it on the cover, it would have got taken down because it's so offensive. So who is going to want to play goals? That's literally who you're going to run into. I mean, it's crazy. And it's like, how do you not talk about when these crazy people keep coming into my stream? I'm not coming into theirs. These goals representatives are coming into my stream. When you think of these names, you go, that's the guys I see in goals. That's the guys I play in goals. That's the guys I see in Discord, the goals Discord. You don't think about them in anything else. So whether they're doing it or not, all of the work that the goals devs are doing, these people, the Crispies, the Marceaus, the Corbs, they're tearing down the game. Go ahead and read these comments. Go ahead and look through Marceau's stream and goal streams, and you'll catch up. They didn't delete everything, but they deleted a lot. And then look at the deleted messages too. And remember, everything that's deleted under there is stuff that's as offensive as I'm telling you. And that's what you have to deal with if you play goals. Congrats, guys. And they think they're not chasing players away. I guess they think everyone likes that stuff and thinks it's cool. Yeah. Maybe my next video will be full of that. Because I think I got... The funny thing is when oh my God, when I broke down that footage and did these videos, I have their comments in the original one, so they couldn't delete them. Oh my God, guys. I didn't even think about that. So let me tell you a quick story. That's hilarious. So look, when I made these videos, I have comments. Oh, well, fuck it. I have comments from these guys as they're live. Now, they delete them as they go, but I have them all. Bro, can you imagine us sitting here, bro, and I go, Phil, I'm going to fry you black, and then you going, oh, whatever, did you and Epstein go hook up with girls last night? And like where the fuck? We're playing a football game, bro. Like, it's one thing to banter, and then it's like another to be like a 10-year-old. Let's try to say the most offensive thing, but just picture that, bro. That never happens. It's never happened in any of our stuff. It's these rat losers that come in here and then we call them out. And then sometimes they'll play the victim. But these are the people that I'm always going after and talking about. All right, I got time for one more game, then I'm hopping out. But I couldn't even imagine being this offensive and just, that's what they do, bro. Imagine you wake up, you have your morning coffee, and you go start offending people online while representing a game that's trying to take off. It's real smart. let's get back in the win column. I let that one slip away. All right, Phil, I'm sticking to this, thinking of you, bro, thinking about all the torture you've had to go through to get through this. If you can do it, I'm going to be motivated to do it. Or at least try. At least Division 4 is a good place to get the rust off and to get used to what you have to deal with. Crispy, where'd you go, bro? You don't want us to keep saying offensive stuff? Look how all of a sudden I called him out on. He's like, I got real life stuff. Yeah, it's hard to defend. He didn't realize that I was getting all that footage and reading all that from the streams. So now I read his comments, he's probably like, "Oh fuck." Like, these guys are idiots, dude. You can't make this shit up. Why would you ever even say shit like that as if it's why would you even want to, whether people could see it or not? Good. Good. Again. I forced that through, but it was tempting. Oh, I tried to do a skill move. Trying to use more what do you call that? Oh my god, stupid skill move. Trying to use more of dude, that was almost dangerous. Van Dyke's so good though. Face up or whatever it's called. I touched R2 before I passed it. I shouldn't have done that. Good by Bellingham. There it is. Look at this. Come on, Romario. That's you all day, bro. I know, bro. That and then that group of people, bro. Like, scroll up, Doro, and look at these offensive like weirdos representing goals. I know. Exactly. And it's like poor goals devs have to that's who's representing their game, unfortunately. Come on. Oh my god, that didn't work out how I wanted. At all. Wrong player, by the way. Dude. What is this nonsense, man? Good. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. There it is. What the fuck, dude? You're in. Thank you. Finally. What a goal. Oh my god, that finish, dude. That's where goals, or sorry, that's where eFootball is just so far ahead of the game. He did the R9 toe finish on the stride, dude. I thought I fucked the shot up or something because it looked weird at first, but no, it was like a sick animation. Remember how in goals, that's the other thing, dude. They were kicking the ball. I think Phil called this out and I saw it. They were kicking the ball with the back of their foot. And I know they're going for performance foot first, but it just, you got to do better than kicking the ball with the back of the foot, man. I had so many like shorts that would have been great goals that I couldn't even share because I'm like, dude, this makes the game look so goofy. Like it looked like they were kicking it with their heel. Good defense. Holy shit. Boom. Out wide. Good. Look at Bells. Oh yes, there it is. Willpower. Oh my god, I thought I had it there. Uh-oh. Oh my god, there it was again. Holding sprint on accident. You gotta catch that, bro. Oh my god, of course, right when I could counter him. I'm laughing about him having to say, "All right, man, I'm leaving now. I'm gonna go do real world stuff." After he's in the stream, like, crap, I gotta act like I have a life. That's it's funny when you read these comments back. You get a little glimpse into the stupidity of these people. Like maybe I can fake it. Maybe they won't think I'm a loser. It's like, bro, the minute you came in here and wasted your time for no reason, you showed us you're a loser. Yes, yes. I one timed it. See, I wanted to push that ahead, but I wonder, do I receive it first? Yes, look at that. There it is. There it is. What a goal. No smart assist needed, boys. Trust me, I know I'm rusty, by the way, but I'm going to keep my team like this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be smart. DMF will put backs in there. Vieira's box flex, I'll put in defensive. Get Easy in there. Let's get Platini. Try to control it more. Control the ball more. Easy's whole player, but Platini's classic 10, so he's more to his feet. Oh my God. There's no way that just... See, dude? This game is toast. Phil, did you just see that? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what you gotta deal with in this shit. This dude turned on Smart Assist, I can tell. Yep, I can see it. What a ball. Look at that. Look at the ball. What a ball again. What the see what I'm saying? How would he miss that? How did Hullett miss that? This game is fucking a joke, bro. You guys are seeing this nonsense. Just look at this trash. Look how the dude scored. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what you have to deal with. It's like Konami has to fuck their game up with that. As if that dude earned that goal. It's painful. Look at that goal, bro. Look at... I mean, how can you even explain how that goal even happened? That's why these players play it now. Now you have players that play goals because it's the dog shit game to play. Look at this. I'm turning Smart Assist on. Could care less. I'm turning Smart Assist on. These fucking losers, bro. That's why people play this game now, because it's for fucking no-skill players. It just is. This is what Smart Assist does, bro. It's for no-skill losers. Look at the game. Look at the goals these people are scoring. Look at this. How come I couldn't get a tackle back there? He's been getting them. Fucking no-skill losers play this game. Look how they score their goals. Look at both of this losers' goals. Look at this. It's a fucking joke. The game is a fucking joke, bro. The game is a joke. How people put up with this shit. Look at the goals. Who's going to waste their time playing a game like this when... Look at the goals that were scored. Go ahead and tell me those are good. Might as well go play both UFL and FC are better than this because of this shit. And it's crazy. I mean, look at these fucking absolute losers that play this game, bro. If I'm making it up, look at how they score. Look what they do. Turn it on. Like, the fact that Smart Assist even exists, go ahead and tell me I'm wrong. Look at how they play. It's just complete trash can dog shit. The only reason these guys that are like this play this game, because they couldn't play any other game. They need to score goals like they score. They need to play football. Go look at the difference in goals and tell me who in the fuck in the right mind. Look at this. Look at the players walking around and shit. The game don't even make any sense. The game don't even make any sense at all. Just complete trash cans. And they spend their free time doing this, which is even more hilarious. It's not even football. Look at this. He don't even know how to pass the ball. Look at this. This is what I mean. This is how fucked the game is. This is how fucked the game is. They didn't even call a call on that, guys. That wasn't even a call. That wasn't even a call. This is the losers that you got to deal with in this fucking game, bro. This is the losers you deal with in this game. Look at that. Why did Neto steal the ball there? Why did Neto steal the ball? Look at this. Look at this. Complete and utter losers, bro. Are you seeing this? Oh, it's terrible. I know. That's exactly. You just called it why I'm not playing goals. That's exactly why. This trash is still better than that. That's what I'm saying. After the I don't know what they did after the alpha, but I'll tell you this, eFootball isn't the answer. Look at this trash. Look at this trash, bro. I mean, look at this trash. Look at it. Tell me this game's worth playing. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Look at that. 5 shot. He just got destroyed the whole game. He just got destroyed the whole game. But somehow these guys will still play this game. It's crazy. It's still easy to get promoted. I'll still keep on. But it's like... Let's even look at how sad it is to be this player. Like, how are you wasting your time playing this game? Yeah, there's no way anybody's going to watch that and say, bro, that's worth my time. And there's no way anybody's going to play goals and say that's worth your time. Some people end up, like, some people get offended because they waste their time playing. I know Phil gets where I'm coming from. Like, he busted his ass. He got to Division 1. Kudos, bro. It's not easy, but that doesn't mean that anybody watching these goals in this game and how that plays, you got to be like the dude I just played, no offense. Everyone's thinking it. You got to be a total lame to waste your time to play like that. In Division 4, like, you're wasting your time. 13 shots to 5. These last two opponents, the same thing. For one, either of them get anywhere, right? Like, I know it's my first time playing eFootball in a while, but it's not even like a good football match. It's this these loser ass goals, this loser ass way to play. That chases players. Like, people get mad when I'm telling the truth, though. Not people, like certain ones, like the goals little group of guys. Oh, you're mad because this. I'm mad. How I want goals to be a good game. How did they shit the bed so bad and fuck that game up ridiculously? It already has the cartoon look. Therefore, you had to keep it realistic. Now you got defenders flying all over the place. You got the goofiest shit happening, that no realistic goals. No one's going to play that. People don't realize that game is so bad that no one's going to. So when I look at eFootball, nobody is going to come. When you look at the content creators and the mainstream creators and what you see, what do you never see? eFootball never keeps the main people that we want to watch. Why do you think that is? They're still at FC. People are begging for a different football game. Content creators are begging for something different. But this dog shit is not worth anybody's time. Nick does it every once in a blue moon, and the game is so bad that he goes back to FC. What does that tell you? And he still gets bigger numbers than anybody except Manessa. But Manessa isn't a mainstream. I really have grown to like Manessa's content. But it's not mainstream, bro. He doesn't even speak English full time in his streams. He's speaking like different languages. Same with Indominator. Like, it's a Japanese/Far East game, and it could be a worldwide game, but they just shit the bed. Like, when you see the gameplay, what they've turned it into to what it could be, these players that I'm playing against wouldn't even have played PES back in the day. They're only playing eFootball because of what you're seeing, because of this trash. That's just the truth. if you look at the numbers, it's not like eFootball makes hand over fist from people like me, Phil, all of us that spend our money, and a lot of people do. But it's their numbers aren't even close to FC, and FC's in the worst place it's ever been because FC transcends one continent, one region. They're not just Europe, not South. They're everywhere, including Asia. But if eFootball, I'm sure they're the leaders in Asia, but that's all they have. You see what I mean? They're in Asia, the East, that's the only place they're ever going to be big because what do they have over there? What are they going to play? Madden, NHL, NBA when they have no countrymen really, like two? You know what I mean? What are they going to play? Jeremy Lin's retired now. He's an Americanized whatever country he's from, so they don't have their own. Like we wouldn't play a football game with just J League players or just Chinese league players, just like they don't want to fuck with our stuff. So they have eFootball. But we're all seeing what this game could be and trying, but Konami doesn't get it. It's like I don't know if it's their Japanese culture, if they don't have anybody from Western, you know what I mean? Like they can't transcend that one region. So they have their Japanese player, Turkey, I think it's big. It's big in, obviously, China's got their own version. Not even, we don't even get to touch, the Chinese version is way better than like the regular version. Chinese version has draft mode. They have all types of different players and stuff. Whoever made the Chinese version of eFootball, like they did it right. But we'll never get to play that. You got to live in China. So this game is going to be, you're going to have to follow Indominator, Manessa. Like the one Jay Victor dude doesn't even speak English. What's the one dude? The best dude in his name is like fucking Filipino or Costa Rica. What? I forgot what he is, but I forgot his name. The world champion. He's not an English speaking guy. I think he's from the Philippines. So it sucks, man. So yeah, I do feel like I'm wasting my time, like even right now. But FC feels so dead. I know it's the most popular, but it's so dead. And UFL is literally, when I read the numbers yesterday, the only reason it seems that they're staying alive, according to ChatGPT, which tends to know some shit. They had 40 million in initial investment, in initial development investment, same or roughly the same as goals. Jinsu, yeah, roughly the same as goals, both at 40 million. It's way more expensive to operate UFL. Goals made sure to use like shitty systems, optimize the game. Like they wanted it to be like good connection no matter what, not whatever. You guys can chat GBT. I'm not some technician. I'm saying it. I'm giving you the gist, but so it's way cheaper to run goals. UFL has 5,000 concurrent viewers, players or something. They need like they would typically need more to survive. But with how greedy they are in the packs and the fact that so many players are, like myself, are dumb enough to spend so much money on the game, they're able to hang on. Now, eFootball, that's why they'll always hang on despite having terrible numbers outside of the Asian market. But the game, because of Konami, it's always going to be this dog shit, pointless ass. I mean, you guys watch what you guys just saw there. How in the fuck do you imagine this player that I'm playing against trying to do highlights playing like that? 5 shots the whole game. Both of his goals came like it's just dog shit, bro. His one goal, he was on this corner flag. He should have never even got the ball. My defenders are slowing down. Everything's AI control. There's zero satisfaction. It's just gone. The game is in the shitter. You have to force yourself to play this shit, knowing the AI's doing everything, knowing that the AI's changing everything. I mean, look at this. I have Smart Assist on right now. I'm literally just going to press triangle. I'm literally just going to press triangle the whole time. I'll end up winning the next 3 games and getting promoted. And then I could do that all the way up. So it's like as awesome as Phil and Kami did by getting to D1 without smart assist, it takes away the point because I could just go do the same thing by doing what I'm doing now. Like, look, I ended up fucking that up, but I'm talking, barely paying attention, and I'm just going to play like a total piece of shit. And I'll end up winning better than I did the last 2 games. Just playing nonsense football, kicking the ball up, spamming triangle. That's all I got to do. Paying half attention. I've done this so many times to show how bad this game is. Look at that. Oh, that one didn't quite make it, but they will. And it's just like you try to force yourself to have fun and you see the glimpses of good football. But the fact that I can do what I'm about to do in this game makes it literally a joke. Just like in eFootball. When I was saying, like, if me and Phil, for instance, got on a goals game, we could make that game look good. We can make UFL look good. But you're not going to play people like me and Phil. You're going to play these assholes that are going to do what I'm doing right now. You're going to play the assholes over at goals that said, well, yeah, we all use the exploits. As if that makes it okay. Like, that's who you're going to run across. So when you play these games, you got to think about that shit. And decide if it's worth your time or not. For me, I just don't see it. I'm literally half the time I'm looking at the screen, half the time I'm not. I'm just barely seeing my player get the ball. I just pass X. Smart assist makes sure that it goes to my target, like these other losers I've been playing against, and then I'll end up scoring goals that way. Or I could be like my opponents, wait to the end, get just 2 shots. My opponent can get 15. The AI won't let them score anyways, because that's how it works. It's like they determine it beforehand anyway. What goofy shit you're going to score and when you're not. So, I mean, you guys tell me where I'm wrong, but they've totally took the point in watching this and everything away. I mean, look, this poor dude's trying to, like, play the game, but I'm going to show you how pointless it is. Although I thought the last dude was, and then once he got a chance to turn on smart assist, unless that dog shit is just the AI now. Go look at his second and third goals and just you tell me what you think from that last game. I mean, it was the biggest joke I've ever seen in my life. But then I don't want to spend my time playing UFL because them motherfuckers, you got to wait 6 minutes to get a game if you don't play during prime time. And when you play during prime time, you're playing someone so far away from you, the game connection sucks. So, I mean, I'm just being truthful. It's hard to not feel like the only game that feels like it would be worth playing despite having, like, I have no interest really in it because it just feels empty, bro, because the football doesn't feel like football, but it's FC. It's the only game that, I mean, they're every year they have the best numbers, they have the most content, they have what you would think are the worst servers until this goal shit happened. Who knows if they're gonna fix that? But I don't buy it. If this server was this netcode was supposed to be so special. If this netcode was supposed to be so special, then how the fuck could there even be a couple days of terrible gameplay or to me that's just like these other games so far. The gameplay in these other games has been better than the open beta of goals. So I don't buy anybody's shit anymore, bro. It's all bullshit. It's hard to tell who's telling the truth or not. I know I told you, bro. He's a piece of shit. So what Phil's talking about is that crispy dude. His name's Crispy Jix, and he named himself that because he said he likes to fry him darker than Corb's profile picture. And Corb, another very disrespectful, offensive person, literally got suspended from Goal's Discord team. You go ahead and ask how you get suspended as a grown man from Discord for being that, like, you got to be extremely offensive, right? So he, like, tried to dox someone or did dox someone or posted personal information, like something crazy, dude. So and he's not a black dude, by the way, and he puts this black dude on there, and then all these people in this goals team, they make fun of him. So my point is like, you got all these battles you're fighting. Like, who wants to be in a community with people like that, especially so small where, Literally, if you want to watch daily goals content right now, if you take away me making daily goals content, you would have to go to Marceau's stream and just be offended the whole time. Well, until they delete the messages because they want to say them and be offensive, but then they want to delete them like some cowards. Like, stand on your words. You want to be racist? Keep those racist comments up. So I don't know which game to play, guys, but I'm just being honest here. And it's funny because some of these players will go, bro, you're mad at each game. It's like, bro, what do you want me to pretend? What do I have to do? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and act like these games aren't garbage? How about you tell me where I'm wrong, and then I'll be like, oh, you got a point or not? But I mean, this whole half, if this doesn't make this game look like shit, look at that entire half. The game is a goddamn nightmare, bro. Nobody could have fun doing this shit. I don't think. You guys tell me. Like, I give all respect to Kami and Phil because they can put up with it. And if you could get everyone to play the game in a decent manner, yeah, it would be great, but you don't. You get these clowns. Has this dude even done anything? And I'm more upset about it because these clowns play because they get assistance and they're like, I can win even though I suck. It's like, bro, do us all a favor and get a hobby. Like, even if you do pull off some 1-0 smart assist win here, this was the biggest waste of your time ever. You're such dog shit. You're not going to... How do you even do this every game? You ain't going to go anywhere. You aren't playing football. Look, this has been each of the last couple games, and these losers put their time like, oh, it's still worth it to play. It's still worth it to play. I might be able to squeeze out a win. They don't even play football. They don't know how to play football. They just do the old e-football joke, and that's it. What the fuck? Did he just throw the ball to my own goal? Look at this. I'm surprised that didn't go in. That's how these losers score, though. Wrong player. Oh my god, I don't even know what the fuck this game is about anymore, dude. It's definitely not football. Look at this. I got lucky again. It's second... Look, it's been 6 shots to 1. That's what this game's going to turn into. This is why you got to turn on smart assist with this stupid-ass game, because this is the people you deal with. This is the opponents you deal with. Look, I'm just going to hold triangle. I don't know how I came up with that. I tried to pass that ball. I don't know what just happened there. Look, flick the right stick. I'll do a perfect skill move because I got smart assist on. Oh, and look, I came close to scoring by doing that bullshit when I tried to pass an hour ago. Look at this dumb shit. This game is a fucking joke. Look at this, guys. How do you guys put up with this dog shit game, dude? How do you put up with this dog shit game? It's such a joke, it's not even funny. He just ran through me. He just ran through me. I mean, bro, this dude had 0 shots the entire first half. 0. You're talking about a fucking total loser here, dude. 0. And then he goes for... That's what he does. He goes for 1 header the entire game. This is who people that play eFootball are rubbing elbows with. Dude, there's no way. Like, I gotta ask this fucking guy, like, how is this worth your time? Like, yay, I got a header. Like, bro, you are a total fucking loser. And look at the way I put my team. Just that's the only way you could score like it. Like, Total nightmare loser. And he's all excited, like, bro, these dudes haven't even hit Division 2 and they play eFootball all the time. These are the players that have now taken over this game. This is what, and you wonder why eFootball added Smart Assist. What the fuck did he stop for? Look at this. What the fuck are we even doing? Look at this, and then it's a perfect ball. Look at this shit. You can't make this up. Look, why did he just do that? And then he got the shot off. How is he winning each of the balls? How do these losers? This dude got outshot 6-1, 7-1 the first half. All of a sudden he turns on Smart Assist second half. And this is what happens. This is what these losers do, bro. I mean, look at this. This is the losers that you're rubbing elbows. Like, even beating these guys, they suck. You know they suck. God, can you imagine being this big of a fucking... Yeah, Canton, he's one of these losers. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why his shit's on block. It's always the same. With these dog shit fucking idiots. This dude's as pathetic as Crispy and them, bro. Look at these losers wasting their time like this, bro. Wrong player. Look at this shit. Look at this. That's what he was going for. You know he was. What the fuck? Why would you play it to him? The game's a joke, bro. This game is a joke. I don't know what to tell you guys. I know. That's what I'm saying. I know they're all quitting. I'm trying to stay into football, but bro, nobody's gonna play this. Nobody wants to even play against some loser like this. Look at the level he's gotten to. And this dude plays. This is a total fucking loser, bro. If we look at his hours, which he blocked, you always know, like I always get it right, because look. It's all blocked. Look. And this loser is doing this to be fucking Division 2. 15, 14. So I need 3 out of 5. look at Division 2, and that's an actual player in eFootball. That isn't someone who's playing for the first day, but nobody's watching this. This is what I said about goals when people get mad. Nobody's watching these games against these smart assists using fucking no skill having losers that are wasting their time to get one cross a game, right? I mean, you might as well call yourself crispy then. It's just terrible. It's a fucking complete and utter joke. Nobody's, like, with all due respect to my boy Phil, dude, it takes away all the credit that anybody gets. Like, nobody, like, you would have an asterisk by your name and you shouldn't. But you would have an asterisk because anybody who is playing with this feature, like, I stared at my screen half the game, and then you got losers like I just played that are going for his one cross a game that can't play other than that. Then I moved my team up because it just got so boring, and it's like, bro, you're not going to get credit. It just would be like playing goals right now. These guys going for Beta King, and then you watch the highlights and you see all the goals are after the defenders are running out of the way. No one's going to look at that and go, you're good at football. Whenever I was trying to say that Marceau was good, I was trying to actually promote him and pump him up. You should have seen all the shit I got. Everyone's like, that dude sucks, bro. He's playing a cartoon football game running in a straight line. Like, look at this terrible defense. Look at the people, and it's not like people were wrong, but for one, I was trying to like hype up the game, and this Marceau dude's like literally at this point, I think he's number one. But he also is part of this whole group that disrespects that like is racist and doing all this stupid shit. So he's part of that group, so that didn't help, but no one liked how he played. Everyone's like, this ain't even football. This is fucking boring ass bullshit. And that's when I realized, like, dude, I don't think goals is going to be able to catch on, bro. Like, no one looks at it and says, oh my God, like, that was good, you know? And then when you look back at the goals, if you go back and even look at mine, even their goals look worse. But, like, we know that these eFootball goals, how trash they are because it's all AI. That's the difference. People will look at some of this shit and be like, man, that was a good play. But we know that AI is doing everything, so that's what makes it hilarious, is that these losers are doing this so AI can get them, like, victories and shit. You know what I mean? When did they, is that an eFootball shirt or is that a Barca shirt? Or an eFootball shirt meant to look like Barca? I don't know. If you guys are watching this and think that this is worth playing, tell me, but I don't see it, bro. Maybe it's just because it's lower division 2. But even how the players stand around and shit, it's like everything is so not football. Like, as empty as FC is, as arcade-like as it is, the players, how they just stand around and shit, bro, you wouldn't see that. It's like everything that ends up looking fluid in this game, the AI does it for you, which is where goals was supposed to come in. Like, that's where goals was supposed to come in and be the game that doesn't have that shit, right? But yet, like, goals doesn't capture anybody. Like, people were looking at some of the highlights or when I was showing the Marceau stuff and like, dude, this is boring. Like, this is just some cartoon figure running in a straight line or zigzag dribbling. When I was watching them, I was breaking down this thing and like, this is me trying to hype him up. And he would go, oh, danced on them. He's a German dude, right? So I'm trying to like feel this thing like, look at this great dribbling. And when you look back at it, this dude would get the ball at the penalty spot and literally just dribble back and forth left and right. It's like, that's the exact thing that got cut out of FC for being terrible. And that's what this dude's doing all the time. And it's like, I realize, and this is before all the jittery shit. This is before, like, the defenders were running, parting like the Red Sea and running away and shit. It's like no one was buying into the game. I could tell, like Phil, for instance, he's playing this smart assist against, not he doesn't use it, but playing against his opponents, playing this dog shit game. Think about how bad he had to think goals was. He didn't even start an account. So, well, it's like, dude, if you want to play football games, right now it's such a shitty feeling because you got to deal with shit like this. Or go play FC. But like Phil said, Nick's playing fucking Resident Evil. But then you can look at it this way too. Look, that was straight smart assist. I got that. You can look at it this way too. I'm gonna turn that off. I don't even know why I had that. But that's what did that pass. You can look at it this way. Nick chose to play smart assist over eFootball, even though he gets huge numbers. It's like he gets big numbers on FC, but when he does those one-offs, he gets huge numbers from eFootball. And the fact that throughout the time, as FC was terrible, he thought eFootball is that bad that he still wouldn't pick up a controller and play eFootball. And it's like, it shows you, it's a lesson, bro, you know? That would be funny if they bought it and purposely had the games looking like shit. But I mean, look at the zombie, look at the players standing around, and then you have to press super cancel to get a player to do a simple check too. And it's like, bro, checking to the ball is like a fundamental part of the game. Why would you have to, look, I had to super cancel to make my player come to there. That is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God, that was nasty. And that's no smart assist. By the way, no smart assist. It still feels like assisted though, you know. Here's another game. What does this remind you guys of though? Same thing as last time, just 74 shots against a no-skill opponent like the last game. And then they'll go get a fucking cross or something. It's like this game's so predictable and stupid. Oh, that is a Barca kit. Why didn't Hullet jump there? What am I watching? Look, he could have ran through that there. I don't even know how that happened, but that's what I'm talking about. Bro, what are you doing? What are these type of players? What does their season look like? He just did all that to quit. He just made a sub to quit. Oh, man. I don't know, guys. I gotta take a break from this game anyway, dude. I'll probably finish it up later, but I just am not feeling it. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. I know I'm rusty as shit, but it's just hard to get motivated. There's something about playing against players that it's not even just the smartest. So if you notice, like if I go through eFootball's problems, the terrible tackle backs that happen, the bounce backs, the random stupid goals that come, a lot of times the goalkeeper will parry out a ball from literally like 2 feet away, and then the opponent will tap it in. The goofy defenders randomly stopping, uh, the how long it takes for powering up shots and passes. Like why? Like since when would it take an hour to power up, and then that leads to more tackle backs. And the gameplay can be really good on the other hand, but to me it's like I don't know. And the sad part though, the truthful part is like I was looking at goals to be the savior because it was so much more responsive, and all this bullshit I just named isn't in goals. But to me, where they seem to be having a problem, and I'm rooting for them to fix it, but it's like Konami had a whole bunch of gaps. They filled it in with AI, and now the game feels like fucking it feels stupid. EA Sports, someone along the lines told them faster, faster, faster is better. Now they got this fucking arcadey fast simulator. Now they fix passing. You can ping the ball around good, but you can still run through players, park the bus, and just play through balls. Stupid. UFL, same thing. You park the bus, you run, you have magnetic passes. And so it's hard to find like a better game, but it's just like when UFL came and eFootball and FC were in a bad spot. Even though they were never going to catch up to them financially, they had a real chance to steal some players and they just fucking shit the bed. I hope somehow, some way, Goals fixes it, but you guys, in the meantime, go check it out if you haven't. But I promise you, you're going to play one game of Goals and be right back at this AI infested mess. So I try to remember that before I totally throw in the towel on this. But it is very hard to play this game. I mean, look at these rewards. EA Sports gets shit for releasing like American women's players or like some random Premier League player, and these guys, and I know it's because I put my region as Japan and everything, but like the way they even do that, where it's like, oh, put your different region in, and like it's just so silly, bro. Apparently, you got better rewards if you put Japan in. I heard, so I did it, but I don't even think they have that mini mode anymore. Did they get rid of that or did they keep it in here? Let's look. I think they got rid of it, didn't they? They had a mini mode that was a complete joke. Sounds good, bro. But yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna go drop my car off at the shop and get a little break and see where to go. What is this, guys? What the fuck is this? You can win like a watch and shit in a J League jersey. I can't speak Japanese. The fuck am I looking at here? See, it's just hard to like, what the fuck is there? This looks like a coupon book. It's hard to get into it. It's just not. We're foreigners playing a game that's not typically for us. Ooh, I can get 3,000 fucking pink points that I've never used for anything. Let's go get those mugs, though. Let's see what that's like. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Just log in? I don't care, whatever. All right, guys. Until next time, man. Peace out.